What's going on, YouTubers? Guddang 775 back with another video. Today is my 200+ hour Fallout 76 review video. Folks looking for my LG V40 review video, come back on Tuesday. I will have that video uploaded and ready to go on Tuesday. But today, Fallout 76, okay? Now, folks are going to be asking, how do I know I have 200+ hours in the game? Well, I don't. I'm guessing. I'm pretty close to, or I'm over 200 hours. Now, because you go to Fallout 76 on the Xbox, you go to the official clubs, it shows you your achievements, and you go click below, it's supposed to show you your stats and time into the game. Thing is, the stats have been blank since the game launched. So, about a week and a half into the game, I got the in-game achievement. Now, not the Xbox achievement, in-game achievement where you get these points to spend on skins, you know, microtransactions that are in the game. Okay, you get those quite a bit just by doing things in the game. The daily achievements for the game, you get these in-game points. But about a week and a half into the game, I got the in-game achievement of playing Fallout 76 for 76 hours. So a week and a half. Now, I don't know if that took into account beta time. I'm assuming it did, but if it didn't, that's right. That's about right, because since the game launched, I put about 8 hours of gaming into Fallout 76 a day. 8. And you folks wondering, how do I do it? Well, I don't watch TV. I don't have cable. I just game and I watch YouTube. That's it. I hardly do anything else. Okay? And I do watch anime occasionally. So, that's pretty much it. So, that's how I put that many hours into gaming each day. And if I don't play for more than at least 5 hours a day, I'm like, ugh. I get, like, you know, stressed out and whatnot. The last few days I have kind of, you know, stopped gaming a little bit because I'm learning new software, especially something important. But up until from launch till about 3 or 4 days ago, I've been playing Fallout 76 about 7 to 8 hours a day. So I am pretty close to, or I'm over 200 hours into the game. Now, you think 200 hours is long? I've met people in the game that's got double my time, triple my time into the game. I have two characters, a level 20 something character and a level 58 character. So in actuality, if I stuck with one character, I'd be close to level 80 right now. Well, level 75 to level 80, I'd be somewhere around there. Okay? So I've got sufficient experience into the game to give you my thoughts and give you my review at the end. First off, I'm going to talk about the cons. The biggest cons for me are disconnects. Disconnects happen at the most inopportune times. They drive me nuts. Okay? Especially launching my first nuke. Spoilers, 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 spoilers. Okay? When launching your first nuke into this game. Okay, spoilers. I gotta say this out again before we can, just in case somebody skips. Spoilers. When you launch your first nuke in the game, you go through this very long process to launch the nuke. It's a long process, okay? And doing it solo is tough. I launched my first nuke solo. The thing is, you're gonna get bombarded with enemies. There's so much enemies you have to go through. And at the last part of the launching the nuke, you have to defend these robots. They go out to this computer, you defend them. The thing is, my game decides to kick me out of the server right at that time, and guess what? I had to start all over again. Okay, I was like, what the hell? Like, when it loaded back into the world, it started me right outside of Alpha. That Alpha Bravo post is like, are you the Alpha site, the Alpha silo, the silo site is like, are you kidding me? So I had to go through that whole process again, and that drove me up the wall. Now, it does, like, playing the game, it doesn't disconnect for me that much anymore. Like back on October 13th, whereas that NDA all the way to the open beta, it disconnect maybe once or twice every 4 to 6 hours. But now the disconnects happen less often. I say they disconnect maybe once every 8 hours. The thing is, when it does disconnect and you're doing something important, you got to do that whole thing again. That just chaps my ass. It pisses me off. Okay. That's one thing. That's a pet peeve of mine in this game. See, what else? Typical Fallout fashion, you go into the big cities, you go into a big battle where there's tons of things going on. Fallout 4 will lag and drop frames. Big time. Okay? That's fact. Even happens in Fallout 4. Okay, single player game happens in Fallout New Vegas when there's a lot of things going on. Frame rate goes out the window. It's not bad. You play through it. You adapt and overcome for the most part. I've done it. Okay, especially the final boss fight in the back. You see that? There's a bunch of us taking down the Scorch Queen. Okay, but the frame rate does drop. It's not a big deal, but it's still a big deal. I don't know if that makes sense. To others, it will. For me, just adapt and overcome. Play through it. Have your fun. I know it's gonna drive some people nuts, but for the most part, it's still a fun game. I think those are my two biggest cons: the frame rate drops, the lag. Okay, got some PUBG rubber banding sometimes, and you got what do you call that? The disconnects. Those are my three things that are really irk me about this game. Now let me talk about the good things, the things that make me happy about this game. Exploration. Okay, I am a big open world enthusiast gamer. I love open world games. Okay, I play open world games to death. The Witcher, Fallout 4, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 3. Now, and see what else? State of Decay 2. I love open world games. Ark Survival, Evolved. I love open world games where you can pretty much do anything you want. And this game, you can pretty much do anything you want. And the thing is, I like the graphics in the game. The creation engine, it's like if you played Fallout 4, you're gonna take to this game like a fish in water, because this game plays just exactly like Fallout 4, except for the VOTs. The VOTs are different. Now, once you get used to using the VOTs or VATs, you know, it becomes fairly useful. Especially with games with guns with high accuracy. Like my go-to gun, one of my go-to guns is the 308 hunting rifle or the 50 cal. Because with the VOTs, it has a pretty long range. Pretty long range. If it says 95%, it's going to give you, when you hit that VOTs button, you're going to have a 95% hit ratio. Most of the time, especially if you got like your character's heavily leveled with riflemen, you hit the VOTs, that thing is going to say 95% quite far away, and I love it. I love the VOTs. It actually works for me. Now, is it going to work for others? No, it depends how you level your character. The thing is, another great thing about this game is the perk system, the perk cards. But like, you stop leveling your points at a certain level. I think it's level 50. I think you stop leveling up your points. Don't mind the cats; they like to talk when I do videos. But I think at level 50, your points stop leveling up. But you keep on getting perk cards every time you level up. And they just added a new thing with a new update. Say like you leveled, say, strength too much. Say like you got like strength, like 12 points in strength. This new update, every time you level up, you can switch a point to another attribute. So that's kind of interesting. And the thing is, before you go into battle, say like if you got like intelligence is 9 and you got like armor 4, armor gunsmith 3, and you got other things, you know, like the fix-it, I think fix-it power armor, where your power armor lasts longer or something like that. I forgot the name of the perks, but you can take those perks out. Say you're going into battle, you don't need that armor level 3, you don't need that gunsmith level 3 in battle. You can switch those out for perks that will be useful in battle, or perk cards that will be useful in battle. That's the great thing about Fallout 76. You switch those parts out anytime you want. Especially going into a battle, you're like, oh, this is going to be a close quarters fight. I'm going to switch to my melee configuration. Oh, this is going to be a big gunfight. I'm going to switch to my gunfight configuration. Oh, I need to build something, and you're in your base. You take off all your combat perks and you add on all your building perks, your base building perks, your gunsmith perks, your armor perks. That's how the perks work, and that's how they're great. I love the perk system. I love that you can share perks with other people in your groups. Okay, that's a great thing about this game. Now, since I've been playing this game solo for the most part, my charisma perk is all the Lone Wanderer. That's it, Lone Wanderer. And the rest of the perks have gone into my strength. I think I got like 12 strength, because strength, you're gonna need it. Okay, it's like a lot of battles will come up. You're gonna be melee. You're gonna go fisticuff, or you're gonna go what you call that. Be wielding super sledges. I mean, that's how you kill things really quickly. in my opinion. Now, you could level your guns like shotgun blast or not, or rifleman. You could level those up all the way, but I just like to hit things, okay? Like my build is like, it can vary between the melee build, melee and long range, like a rifleman, and the super sledge build, or I go like mid range. I go with I got a 10mm and I got the pump shotgun with a long barrel, you know. Or you can go heavy guns, you know. I mean, you can level that way. You can just be a heavy gun wielder, and you do find a lot of ammunition. Believe it or not, you find a lot of 5mm ammunition for the minigun. You do find a lot. Like, I have thousands of 5mm ammunition. I don't care for it because I didn't really build my character that way. But the more I level up, you can get those cards to build your character later. You're gonna have eventually enough cards to switch to any configuration you want later on in the game. Just putting that out there. The perk system is fantastic once you understand it. It's my opinion. See, what else did I like about the game? Typical Fallout 4 combat gameplay. The graphics were great. And the open world, like exploration, and the graphics. Let me touch more on that. Like the landscapes are so diverse in Fallout 76. One second you're in a city, you know, a ruined city like Morgantown. You're at the airport. Then the next minute you fast travel, you're in like a swamp, a mire situation. It's like swampy situation, swampy area. Then the next place you're in an irradiated death zone where everything's on fire and whatnot. The landscapes are fantastic. Okay, the enemies are unique. It's the Scorch Beast, Death Claws, they're all there. There's a few surprises in there as well. I'm not gonna talk about all of them. I still want people to go figure out and find all those special enemies like I did. But there are quite a few unique enemies in this game. And the gun configurations, there's tons of guns and weapons in this game. Very similar to Borderlands. You know, Borderlands had like 1,000,000 guns. This game has the same way. Legendary guns, tons of different types of guns. Handmade rifles, assault rifles. You got pump shotguns, dual action shotguns, auto grenade launchers, quad rocket launchers, mini nukes. I mean, this game has tons of weapons. People saying that this game doesn't have weapons, they haven't played the game. They haven't. Okay? Doesn't have I've heard people saying the selection of weapons is very limited, but it's not. You play the game long enough, you're gonna have a whole collection of weapons, and it sucks. I can't hold on to all of them. Okay? That's another thing, a con. Let me go back to a con real quick, the stash size. Well, they did improve it. It's still a con because you can't have your favorite weapons at all times, and the thing is, your stash is going to be mostly filled with junk, which you're going to need to repair your weapons in battle. Now, for the most part, once you get into the higher levels, your power armor is going to be your best friend, and I love my power armor. It's like, yeah, always carry on my power armor. But yeah, I mean, Fallout 76, this game, has provided me with some experiences that this year that brought big smiles to my face. Okay, playing with my friends, bringing down the Scorch Queen, working with randoms, working with the whole server to bring down one creature is fantastic. We had like 12 people on this one beast, 12 of us. Now, how many raids out there? Like, let's say like Destiny, okay? What? There's like 3 or 4 people can go on a raid. But this one, you can have up to 24 people. I think the server limit is 24. So as long as you get a shot into the Scorch Beast Queen, you're gonna get experience. Okay? But as you can see in the background, we took down that Scorch Queen and it was a blast. I loved it. I loved it. And it was an impromptu thing. The Scorch event happened. I saw it on my map. I suited up my power armor. I got all of my stim packs, my radaways, my radexes. I got all my powerful weapons, and I just teleported close as I can into the blast zone, and we took that Scorch Queen down, and that was fantastic. Best experience of the game so far. Best. And I'm gonna continue to play this game because I'm gonna want to do that with my regular crew. But they're a little low level, you know, they're like level 20s or something like that. So I'm gonna just get them up. Because you can't participate in the Scorch event, but I wouldn't recommend it unless you got power armor. You can go in there naked, but you're gonna die fast. you need power armor. Just saying. But so if I were to rate this game, 1 being absolute garbage, 5 being 10 being the best thing ever since the day I was born. Okay, 1 out of 10 scale. 1 garbage, 10 good, the best. I would have to give this game a 7.5 out of 10. That is my score. 2.5 points knocked off for the disconnects, the lag, and the stuttering in the big cities, which is typical for Fallout. Happens even in Fallout 4. But 7.5 for the amount of experience that I had playing with my friends, adding on to the Fallout experience, adding on to the Fallout lore, changing it quite a bit even, and which I'm not even mad at. Now, some hardcore Fallout people, they're going to be mad at that, but I'm not. But yeah, it's Guddang 775. What do you folks think about Fallout 76? Wait, I know. I had a bad work today. I had a bad day at work. Hashtag Fallout 76 sucks. Tweet. Yeah, you're gonna say it. I already know. Mooch started it, so. But yeah, Fallout 76. Let me know what you folks think about the comments down below. It's Guddang 775. Hope folks like this video. You like this video, hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel for more videos every few days. If you didn't like this video, hit that dislike button. Let me know in the comments down below as well. I do appreciate the criticism. It's Guddang 775. Thanks for watching. Peace out.